All right, we're on. Hello. We are live, baby. How y'all doing?
How you doing?
Listen, let's talk
Wait, you on
certification weekend. Hold on,
Oh.
make sure I'm. Oh yeah, we live here. All right, we live here. Let's talk certification weekend. Hello, my name is Sean Clark.
Oh, there we go.
The Vision, and this is my wife, my life over here. What's your name?
My name is Michelle Clark.
State your name, gangster.
Michelle Yvette Clark.
So we are the owners of Double Dutch Aerobics.
Yes.
Michelle, tell them what Double Dutch Aerobics is all about, please.
So what is Double Dutch Aerobics? Double Dutch Aerobics is a formatted 60-minute workout class where you do aerobics moves in the Double Dutch rope.
That's right.
The best part is that it's no experience necessary whatsoever.
No experience necessary.
We can teach anybody in less than 1 minute, all Double Dutch Aerobics certified instructors, us, and it's always led by an instructor.
But before we go any further,
yes,
we got to get our theme song.
Hello.
Let's go.
Hey!
That's
the BOGO.
Hey!
I'm from
That's
BOGO.
us. That's us.
BOGO. Yes.
That's the BOGO. BOGO.
No, BOGO.
And it's not the BOGO. I know BOGO. He came to our party in Flatbush. It's a guy. Anyway, I'm from Flatbush.
He's always the one that knows everything. So I'm just here. In fact, bye.
I know. No, but it's not BOGO. All right. So certification weekend. Certification weekend is a 3-day, 18-hour course where we teach you everything you need to know about Double Dutch.
Yes.
Right? And
to teach it. Yes.
And Double Dutch Aerobics. So we teach you how to teach. So we're the why people. Mm-hmm. We have systems in place to teach you how to understand why the rope's messed up.
Yes.
It was whose fault was it? Why did the rope stop? Who's turning wrong?
Yeah.
Who's jumping wrong? We teach you the science of Double Dutch during certification weekend.
So when you leave, you have the tools to do whatever your heart desires in terms of teaching. And you know how to check points for yourself. Like, why is this? Oh, I know. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. And so you're able to teach this amazing sport.
And you're able to become a Double Dutch aerobics instructor.
Hello.
Right? So you could it's two folds, baby.
It's two folds.
You could be a DDA instructor, or you could just teach
how to teach.
Not just know how to teach.
Yes.
It's that simple. So today, we're going to introduce our guests.
Because we're not alone during Double Dutch Aerobics certification weekend.
Nope.
We're with you guys.
Nope.
And so we invite someone every week on Wednesdays who has experienced the weekend.
Right, because we could talk about it all day. Certification weekend literally is amazing, but don't listen to us.
Why us?
Don't do that. Don't listen to us. Listen to RJ. Listen to Rajanette. Let me bring her on in here.
Yeah. Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm doing good. How are you all doing?
Very good.
Fantastic. Working hard.
Yes. Working. Praise God.
Won't he do it? Won't he?
Good.
All right. So our first question is always, what is your Double Dutch story? How were you introduced to the sport of Double Dutch?
I have no idea when I learned to jump Double Dutch. It's just been a part of, my life since I was really young, 12, 13, maybe. My family always had Double Dutch ropes when we had family gatherings, and we just jumped. But I had not jumped for a long, long time in between those different family functions. Just, not on my own, not in my regular everyday life until I saw something about 40 Plus Double Dutch Club.
Yeah.
And it just out of nowhere, I was like, Double Dutch. And people are doing this like every day, every week. Just, I got to find out what this is. Yes.
And where are you from? So where did you grow up jumping Double Dutch? Where are you from?
I grew up in St. Louis, Missouri.
St. Louis.
Yes. And that's where, where I jumped Double Dutch. My friend Kenitra and I went to the boys club, Matthew Dickey Boys Club in St. Louis, and that's where we jumped. And I don't even remember like when those things happened. It just was a part of
your life.
It just really sounds like everybody's story. No one remembers.
It's like remembering when you learned how to walk. You know you learned how to walk. Clearly you had to, right? But you can't remember when, because it was just a part of your life. It was such a normal part of your life that you just didn't know. It was just like in you.
Right.
So how did you hear about Double Dutch aerobics?
Yes.
Right. So Selena Cook, who was in 40 plus Double Dutch, yeah, she went through the certification and she shared it with us, and she said, I just got certified in Double Dutch aerobics. And I was like, Double Dutch what? It's a thing. And that was, whatever, 2 years ago maybe.
Right.
And it just stuck with me. It stuck with me. I was just like, I could never do anything like that. It's just a thing, some that other people do. And that was how I heard about it. But it stuck with me for a couple of years. And then the end of 2023, I was sort of in a real rut in my life and in my health and different things. And I was like, I got to do something. Nothing's going to happen with me just thinking about it. Nothing's going to happen with me just,
that's right.
And wanting it. I've got to do something. So I decided I would do 3 things. The first thing was that I was going to get a personal trainer and get somebody to help me get into a habit and a practice of exercising regularly with routines and things like that. I learned about the Jumping Juice 10,000. I was petrified. I was like, the juice. I was like, I was so worried about not following through. I'm really bad at starting things. And I was like, I would have spent all this money on fruits and vegetables. And they would be sitting on the cabinet rotting. Like, what will I do? My husband has juiced for a long time. And so I had a juicer, just never really got into it myself. But I committed to the Jumping Juice 10,000. So I started with my personal trainer. I knew that working with her for 3 months would take me right up to the certification weekend.
Right.
So I signed up before the end of 2023 to commit to the Double Dutch aerobics. That was going to be the third piece to my little journey to improvement, to doing something for myself.
That's what I love.
Really had never done anything of that magnitude with that degree of intentionality and commitment. And I was determined to see it through. I'll tell you, for the juice cleanse, I got all 8, 9, 10 outfits for work ironed and ready before I started the 10 days. I didn't want any hindrances. I didn't want any excuses.
Right. Oh, that's good.
I don't have, nope. I got everything ready. I told everybody in my household. I told all the people that are close to me, I'm doing this for 10 days. And I had 2 instances where there were major events.
Ooh, okay.
Have my juice ready. I took it with me and sat at the table with people eating full dinners. Right. And had my juice. I was like, I worked too hard all day to let it go. Right. And so that all those 3 things, the Double Dutch aerobic certification, the Jumping Juice 10,000, and my personal trainer, across those 3 avenues was, the things that I felt like would help me kind of get on track or get back on track.
Yes. And how do you feel after those?
I was just gonna say, well, let's talk about juicing just for 1 second.
Listen, I am such a spokesperson. I have gotten so many people I was like, just try it. I'll make juice for you.
We do the same thing.
Worth of juice just to get you started. I just want you to experience it, And I would tell them, you really have to do like at least 4 to 5 days. You got to get over that little hump. I'll help you through it. I'll talk you through it. Motivation every day. I said, because that's what Sean and Michelle did for us. Every night we had a motivation time where everybody shared their experiences with us. And it was so motivating. And there were a group of 40 plus sisters who were also doing the Jumping Juice 10,000 at the same time. And we had a little group that would encourage each other when we would start getting weak knees and want to reach for something other than because the act of not chewing and not snacking were probably the hardest parts. Once I got past the little caffeine withdrawal part, those were the hardest things of just not chewing and stuff like that. So we helped each other through, but it really changed my life. I was this close to going on medication for menopause. This close right here.
Really?
That close. And I have not had one menopause symptoms since January 2nd. None of them
Are you serious?
Just that was the start of the juice cleanse, y'all. It was January 2nd to the 12th. All right.
That was my time. And so I juiced periodically. I just did 3 days. 3-day juice cleanse just to kind of get myself reset. I'll add it in if I'm feeling like I need, a little reset. But other than that,
now you busting it out.
Yes,
now
you like, when I go to Double Dutch and I'm jumping longer and everybody's like, Reginae, I was like, it's the juice. It's the juice. And
why do you think it's called Jump and Juice?
And then people in the group are saying, it's the juice.
Yeah.
It's the juice. You see her. It's the juice. That's what it is.
And so we're doing another group juice cleanse, and our goal is how many people?
We're trying to get 1 million people. No, we're going to get 1 million people juicing at the same time. That's what we want.
And we got we got a lot coming, but please tell the world what's July 15th to the 25th.
Let me tell you something.
I got it on my calendar. I've been telling everybody.
I love hearing your story. You told us about this about a month and a half ago.
Yes.
And I'm so happy that you still feel great.
Yeah.
Like you still don't have the symptoms. Like it really works.
It really works.
And that's why we're trying to tell the world. We were just on a Zoom call a few minutes ago. We can't keep this information in.
You can't.
There's no way you can know. You see how you're like, no, literally, I'll juice for you. We do the same thing. We'll be like, listen, I'll juice for the first 2 days. We got you. Just do it because you don't know. You have no idea what's about to happen to you.
And as Double Dutch aerobics instructors, when people tell us that their knees are hurting and they want to jump, though, that's the most hurtful part is that people want to jump.
They always
because there's a joy to Double Dutch aerobics, which is why we do it. You know what I mean? It's to spread joy. So to hear people saying that they feel that they can't experience that joy because of their knee issues or because of inflammation, is just like, no, there's a way. There is a way.
Anytime they would ask us, we would, what do I do about my knee if I want to jump? Me and Michelle look at each other like, listen, it's a long story. We got class in 2 minutes. It's too long to talk. We'll talk to you.
But it ain't a stretch. It's not a stretch.
It ain't a stretch and it ain't a sneaker. I'm just going to tell you that right now.
I mean, those things help. We do love our nobles.
No, they do help. But to change your life.
To fix it, yeah.
To fix it.
Yes, and I can tell you, I know there's been at least, I would say 5 to 10 people just since I did the juice cleanse who have bought juicers, there's some ladies at my church was like, when are we doing the big juice? Like at your house, whose house are you coming to? And so we have that plan to do with a group of ladies who just really want to do it. Many of them have bought their own juicers. One of my ladies has the Nama. I was so I was like, you got the Nama, you're gonna cause me to be jealous here in the church on Sunday morning. She was just like, I got the Nama. I was like,
you see how happy she is, right?
My future. But yes, so many of them have started juicing, and it's been a great experience for me. It's changed my life, really.
That's what we love to hear. But you mentioned the Nama.
Yes.
So the Nama J2 is the best juicer on planet Earth. Michelle and I, we have been juicing for 15 years. We've had them all. We had the Breville, we had the Omega. I'm telling you right now, the Nama will change your life. It'll change your life. But if you don't have a Nama, juice anyway. That's all I'm saying. If you don't have a Nama, you work your way up to getting a Nama. When you get it, it's going to change your life. I'm telling y'all right now, we have never juiced so much after a cleanse.
Usually we just stop.
We'll stop. But I've been juicing like every single day, since the 60-day juice cleanse last year. Yeah. Right. So
we stopped on a Friday. I think our juice cleanse stopped on a Friday. Mm-hmm. And by Sunday, I was like, I gotta have some juice. Like I made some Sunday morning before church. I was like, I gotta make it right now.
Right.
I was like, what? Can't believe I skipped a day. Like this, I can't skip a day. I gotta have some juice.
The body knows. The body
knows. Because your body, it feels it. It don't know. It don't know.
Yeah. It's a very different.
All right, we got to swing it back to certification.
We can talk about this all day. Both things we can talk about all day. So you decided to jump in to certification weekend. So what was your expectations of certification?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
What was your expectations of certification weekend? And what was the results of those expectations? Did we meet your expectations? So what did you expect? And then what happened?
Right. So I expected to go through some of the jump combinations, because when I got my, when I signed up, I got the video, started practicing them. The very first time I did one of them, I was like, oh my God, I need some endurance. I need oxygen. I don't know. How am I going to make it? Another sister of mine who was also signed up for a certification weekend, we would Zoom with each other and go through the little combinations together and encourage each other to say, you don't have to do it perfect. We just want to make sure we can, understand it when it comes about, whichever ones we do. So I think I had a good understanding. My expectation was that we were going to use those jump combinations outside of the rope. And then whatever we do outside of the rope, we can do inside of the rope.
Come on.
Get inside of the rope, doing those same combinations, and then, go from there. And the thing that I think stood out to me during the certification weekend was just how you all broke it down for us in just little bites, little increments until we got it. And I think that's one of the things that taught us how to be good instructors was to not put anybody on blast, like, no, you're not doing it right, kind of thing. You express those things to us you model for us the way in which to bring it back around and repeat it without it seeming like we were calling anybody out or what we were noticing someone wasn't doing. To just repeat it and have the patience to wait for people to kind of get through some of those spaces with it. I think more than just what I expected. I feel like I gained this understanding of how to break things down and help people get it so that they feel a comfortability and I guess especially if they come with zero experience jumping double Dutch.
For this game.
That's right. And it still avails anyone to an experience of learning to jump double Dutch, because we had people in our cohort who had never jumped before. And that sensation, that feeling of getting to the end of those all 18 hours, getting through all 18 hours and seeing yourself in the rope in a way, like if you've never jumped before, we had persons they saw themselves in the rope and it was just, I can't believe that this is me.
Right.
And me as someone who's jumped for a long time, being able to do some of the tricks and discerning between street jumping and the technical kind of way that you all taught us, the low and slow, and we were just moving and going. It was just like, oh my goodness, I can't believe I'm doing it. I just kept saying, I can't believe I'm doing it.
And we love that because people's viewpoint of double Dutch is one way, right? Our biggest thing is don't get it. I'm from Brooklyn, so I love that, street style too. But the biggest thing is that there's different ways. Like there's aerobic style, there's competitive style. And it's fun to be able to know, especially when you love the sport, like to be able to know all aspects of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that's exciting that you've been jumping your whole life and then you're even jumping now as an adult. And then for you to still have another experience of the sport and learn something new and to be able to spread that. You know what I mean?
That's right.
It's more than what we know. We have one viewpoint of double Dutch, except for the people who grew up on jumping in competitive style. So that's important because that's one of our goals is to express it as like, a workout. I want to go take a 1 hour workout class. You know what I mean? So people get to experience it in that way too.
Yes. And that was one of the reasons why I wanted to do the certification, because I just wanted for myself to have my double Dutch jumping to be in the back of my mind or wherever, informed with the technicality of it. I don't ever have to say that to anybody. I can just have my experience of jumping double Dutch, be informed with that and feel, that I can have longer endurance, or I can do, pop-ups and things like that without this sense of being so tense about getting it right. But just enjoy it.
Yeah. And also what we always say is that with the sport of double Dutch, the language is always things you can't do. So when people say they can't jump, it's almost like you're born with it or born without.
Right.
They don't even have a concept of learning. It's like literally you go, oh no, I'm not that. I ain't grow up like that. I don't know how to jump double. It's just like a final. It's so like a
right.
It's just like no. There's instructors.
Right. We can teach you. I promise.
We can teach you even tricks like pop-ups or mumbles. You'll meet people who've been jumping street style their whole lives and say, oh no, I don't do pop-ups. Like, oh no, I don't do mumbles. Like that's not. I can't do turnarounds. And it's just like we want to change the language where these are things you can learn, especially if you bump into a certified instructor. You can learn, you know what I'm saying? You can learn these things, which is a different language for the sport itself.
Yeah. So you mentioned getting through all 18 hours a certification weekend.
Yeah.
So if you guys don't know, certification weekend is 18 hours and it's really intense. But it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Yes, so, it's a lot of fun.
How did you prepare? How did you prepare for the weekend? How did you work out? What did you do anything?
And we
extra?
did tell you. We did give a warning on the phone.
We warned you before you come now.
You did, and I thought I had tried to prepare myself. My personal trainer helped, so I was doing regular workouts 3 times a week.
Good.
And that started the second week in January and went through March. So I had a regular, habit of exercising, and she had even incorporated some things because she knew I was going to take the certification. So she incorporated some things that helped me. So adding jump rope to some of the workouts to help build endurance. But let me tell you, all of that went out the window.
You did good. You did
really good. You were strong for that class. I
Look, I committed myself. I was like, I'm gonna do whatever. If they put the ropes out there and say anybody want it, I'm gonna do it. I'm going to do it. Because that's what I came for. I came for that experience, and just like hiring a personal trainer, that's what I came for. That's what I invested in myself for. Was to be all in, which again is not something that I've been historically known to do very well. So I was very intent on experiencing it to the fullest, and you all made it so fun. The ladies in our group, I know we have been the best group of all the groups you have ever had. You don't have to acknowledge that, or maybe bad groups out there. We were the best group. I know we were.
Y'all would have won.
Shout out to April 19th through 21.
Yes. Y'all did excellent. So were you sore when you went home?
I was sore the same evening, the next evening, and the next evening. But some dear, wonderful ladies who had already been told me, don't wait till you get home. Bring your Epsom salt, your rubbing alcohol, and your ibuprofen with you. And heating pad with you. And so I did. I brought those things with me. My wonderful husband was driving Miss Double Dutch, to Atlanta and back home. So I was able to just, really enjoy the experience and also recoup on the way back home without having to be driving. So I appreciate him for that. And so I just every night I just soaked and rubbed and got myself ready for the next day, because I really was determined to enjoy it to the fullest, to participate to the fullest, and hopefully encourage some of the others in our group to do the same thing. And we did. We had liniment out on the floor during the jumping breaks, passing it around to rub somewhere to help out.
I loved it. I loved how you guys are on the side. It's good. What you guys say?
No, guys. I was gonna say we added to our conversations, because we talk. We're always learning as well. We like to learn. So from that conversation we had with you, we was like, okay, we'll tell people during our phone conversation. It has been said that if you like, you understand, you can bring Epsom salt, rubbing alcohol. We're not saying you have to, but we've heard that some people have bought that with them, and it's helped with the 18 hours. So that's another thing that we've added because of you sharing that with us. So that was good.
It's funny. I say this every week. I just love how, even though you guys are super sore and you guys, like when we take our breaks, everybody's like, rubbing their legs, rubbing their back. But as soon as we go, all right, let's go, everybody. everybody pops up
Yeah.
like nothing happened. Like it was like I just love it. I love that.
Back at it.
Right back at
Because
it.
this is what we here to do. You feel me?
Right. And
So
we were
like,
having such a great time. We were having such a great time. And what's the dear lady's name that was helping out?
Alvady.
Oh, Alvady.
We love Alvady. She a Leo like us.
She's amazing. We love Alvady.
Such a good heart. Yes.
So I actually had a couple of questions. Dang, I forgot what you just said. No, I know I was gonna do that, but anyway, I'll just ask this one. So what was your aha moment during certification weekend? Because we know you've been jumping for years.
Yes.
What's your aha? What did you?
I know what it was. When I got in the ropes and did the little hop, the little 5 hops down, and the little frog motion, and then the mountain climb, and almost did a push up in a rope. I said, "Oh my God, this is beyond my comprehension," because I didn't know that my hands and feet could leave the ground at the same time. And I still be alive afterwards. I didn't know that. That was my aha moment. I was like, I am really doing this. I am down hopping on down at the rope at the floor. I am doing a mountain climb and the rope is still going around me. And oh my goodness, I almost got a push-up. That blew my mind.
And that's what we try to show people during certification weekend. That's why we tell you to go for it. You know, when you take a certification class or you take a DDA class, we don't care about mistakes. What we want you to do is look past that. Don't worry about messing up.
Right.
Go as hard as you can. Go as far as further than you think you can.
Yes.
Because that's the point. We're trying to have a good time and push you past your limits.
That's right. Do it wrong, do it strong.
That's what we say.
Oh
if
my
you
God.
do it wrong, do it strong.
That was a testimony.
And what we realize is we try to practice that too, just so that we can have empathy when we're asking you to do that. Mm-hmm. So we do practice that. Sorry, my mama calling me. We do practice that in our lives to make sure that we understand where you're coming from so that we can help. Because being an adult, it's like, you know what you know. Right. And it's hard to like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. And the older you get, the more you get like, I do this. Right. And so teaching adults, what we realize is like, oh, wow, teaching adults, forget the physical. We got to like get them out of there first. And then
we got to change you here first. Yeah. We got to break you out of your patterns.
And as instructors, we try to do that ourselves so that we can relate to what we're trying to bring out of people.
Right. And you can't let you cannot let your body try to dictate to you and your mind what you can and cannot do. If you got to add rubbing alcohol and Epsom salt to your grocery list every week, add it to the list and just let that be a part of how you care for yourself.
Right, yes, right. People get massages.
Right. Yeah.
You can do it.
So this is what I wanted to ask. There are a lot of people that want to come, but they don't want to come by themselves, mm-hmm. right? Because they feel like they need a friend to do something like this, do something that they've never done.
Yes.
What would be your advice? Can you come by yourself?
You can definitely come by yourself, but you will not leave without the friends that you didn't have before you got there.
Your friends are there.
The friends are there. Your friends are there. They're just waiting on you. That's right. The friends are there. They're just waiting on you. And we clicked and connected so well. And it just made the experience. You didn't have to know anybody ahead of time to come be in a community of people who, wanted a similar experience, didn't know how it was going to happen, were different levels of Double Dutch awareness or, participation. It didn't matter.
Right.
And you all are really the force behind what makes that happen. Just making us comfortable, letting us know that we saw that you prepared for us to be there. You had great meals for us. That food was so good.
We're gonna talk about that. We gonna go. That's next. That's next. I know. Come on.
The kale salad.
Did we take care of you? let's just go right into the question. Let's go right into it. How was the food?
How was the food?
That food was amazing. It was so amazing. It was beautiful. It was presented beautifully. It just made you feel like this was prepared for me. And when we sat down to eat together, no detail left unattended. We sat down to eat like we were kings and queens.
Right.
At the table, set beautifully. And we just had a wonderful, wonderful time. And, the meals were so good, but they were healthy, and none of us felt like, none of us had the itis, like, oh, we can't do another thing, wrap. That was not the case. We ate well, and it was delicious, and we still had the energy and stamina to, it re-energized us really to get back out there, because we still had half a day left, or, whatever. We still had stuff to do, even after we had those wonderful breakfasts and lunches. So, but it was really wonderful. And it added to the fellowship and the community we were able to build sitting around that table, enjoying those meals together.
Yes.
Yes, and yes.
Because the food is important, because it's just like we say, we know that adults have lives. We know that they have to take out. It's not like when you're a kid, you just go away for the weekend. No, you got to do a whole, you have everyone has to plan, the kids, the family, the job, your to-do list. You know what I'm saying? Finances, you make an investment. So it's our goal when you get there to feel like we understand that, and we appreciate you making the investment, and we're going to give you all that
1,000%.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you did. You all prepared for us beautifully. You wouldn't let us do anything, just like, don't touch that, don't move. We got it. So all we had to do was really enjoy the experience, and
that's what we want.
Enjoy one another's, fellowship and the community that it builds for you.
Yes.
I mean, that's what we do. I mean, yeah, we when we do certification weekend, we put everything that we have into it, and we always put ourselves into it. So like, even like with the food, some of the food that we serve is all of it is our personal favorites.
Yes.
And so we want to share that with you guys, and I'm so glad it's received so well.
Yeah.
I'm glad you can see like our effort, because we are really trying.
We always think about improving. We're always trying to, like, what can we do?
Because we're always like, all you have to do is make it to certification weekend, and we're gonna take care of you.
That's right. And that's
you got the rest. Don't even think about it. We got it.
Get there.
If you get there, we got you. That's everything.
Yes. So
right now, there's someone. This is gonna be my button for today.
Okay.
This is my. No. Matter of fact, let's.
Oh, I like that.
This is the button. This, by the way, is a straight pineapple juice.
Yes.
Straight pineapple.
Oh, is it?
Delicious, cold. Oh, all right. So, right now, somebody got their hand on that submit button. They're like, should I do it? No, I don't know. Can I get off work? Where's the kids? Where are the kids? Can the kids come? They're about to hit that button. They're like, oh, I don't know if I'm good enough. Oh, I'm not coordinated. All these things.
All these things. Mm-hmm.
What do you say what do you think they should do?
Push the button.
Push the button.
You got to push it if you want to.
Push the button.
Hey, don't wait. Don't wait.
That's the color purple.
Don't wait. You owe it to yourself to take the leap, take the plunge, whatever take the little step, whatever you want to call it. You should do it. Mm-hmm. Yes, you will not regret it. It is one of the best decisions that I know I made, because from where I was last December to where I thought I wanted to be, or do where I wanted to be. Sometimes you don't think that can happen in 3 months or 4 months or 5 months, but you just take that one step and commit.
That's
you
it.
Made a decision, honey.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I love that word, commit. I love it. It's just like you said too, like doing something for yourself.
Do
it for yourself. Because of life, jobs and kids and everything else that's happened into your life. We put out a lot, but we don't give back to ourselves a lot. Mm-hmm. And I think certification weekend can be used as something that you can do for yourself
and guilt-free. That's the part.
And especially if if you love Double Dutch, like you will love certification weekend.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Hey, Tyrone. So somebody just asked,
where are you located?
Oh, where are you located?
I'm in Brandon, Mississippi. Just
Come on.
15, 18 miles outside of Jackson.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We did a tour. We did a class in Jackson, Mississippi.
I heard about that. I'm like, how did I know?
It was very hot that day. It was. I said, Mississippi, come on now. It was hot out there. I was like, wow, okay. Good thing we're doing this inside, because I would have went right back home. So if you guys have any questions,
we always ask our last question.
Okay.
If there is someone,
wait, I'm gonna let you ask that question. But if you guys have any questions, go ahead. You can ask it now, and then we're gonna ask her what is she doing now with where's my button? Okay, there it is. All right.
So sometimes there's a person who you like after you have the experience. You're like, oh, I know. Blank, blank, blank would love the experience.
Love this.
Blank would love this experience. Who is that person? Call them out who you think, girl, you need to get certified, because you will.
I have two people, Miss Mary and Miss Kenitra.
Come on.
Like, come on to certification weekend.
Come on, Miss Kenitra. We invite you. Come on.
I hope you're listening.
Come
on down.
Come on down.
And then also, somebody just asked where certification weekend. So certification weekend is held in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yes.
So you guys would have to come out to us. But like I said, once you come out to us, once you touch down in the A, we got you.
Yes.
That's it. Your hours, period.
Your hours, period. And so, do you want people to follow you? What would you like to tell people now?
I don't have any following type things.
That's okay.
That's all right.
And that's all right.
So my name is Marcia on Facebook. I'm Marcia, Marcia.
Yes. That did confuse me when we was ready. I was like, wait a minute, we got two. My mind was
Marcia.
Yes, on Facebook.
On Facebook, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Marcia on Facebook. Yeah. Just Marcia? Just
Marcia Taylor. Marcia
Taylor.
Okay.
Taylor.
Yeah.
On.
All right, guys. And you can always DM us if you have any questions. And we are gonna have a reunion. It is in the works. And you're gonna see your fellow April 19th to the 21st crew, but you're gonna get to meet other crews.
We say this. I'm telling you, we say this every week. I'm telling y'all, when y'all meet each other, everybody is
y'all gonna have a party.
You think you got sisterhood now? Wait till you meet everybody else.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun. Great people. Oh my goodness.
Great people.
Amazing people.
Amazing. Thank you, Jesus.
We always have a good time. Thank God.
Thank God.
All right, so I think we there's one more question. I had it and I can't remember. All right, I think we're done. Do you have any more questions, babe?
I have no questions. I feel excited.
I know.
I feel like today was a really good day. I'm excited. And talking to you added the bonus. So that's a really, really good good.
All right, guys. If you got some information from this live, type in live. Type in live.
And guys, of course, if you want to get certified, make sure to go to doubledutchaerobics.com or send us a message and we'll get you that information. Next certification weekend is next weekend.
Yeah. Okay, can I say one more thing? So I one of the reasons that I enjoyed certification weekend was because I had the idea of what if I wanted to, do this as a business for myself? Like, what if I wanted to do that?
Right.
I'm getting closer to retirement age, and I've thought about, what I want to do something next that I want to do, something that I enjoy, and so it's on the radar screen for that.
Uh-oh. Wait,
wait.
It's freezing.
It's freezing.
It's freezing. Oh no.
Wait.
Oh, okay, there you're back.
Yeah. Okay. So I've been thinking about it. I'm taking it kind of slow, maybe slower than some others, but I really do have that as a goal of mine to, teach some classes and have some opportunities like that. It's a sort of a next step, a next level thing for me to do beyond, it's my next December 2023 experience is to get into that next phase for myself.
And the thing is, not to cut you off, but the thing is, you're not going too slow at all. People come to certification weekend for so many different reasons. Some people come to certification weekend just because they want to teach their little niece or nephew.
Mm-hmm.
Some people come to certification. We get a lot of principals and teachers that come to certification weekend. They just want to teach their students. They don't want to make it into a business.
Yeah.
They just want to teach their students. But then you have people that want to turn it into a business, and you could do that too, because we teach you how to do that during certification as well. So you move at your own pace.
And I'll say this is important to me because I really feel like we need to have things that we love as a business, as opposed to just getting a job. And specifically the sport of Double Dutch, which is something that we love, hasn't been made profitable for us to do as a business compared to yoga or spin class or boot camp or Zumba. It's just like, well, why not? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, and our biggest thing is always to equip people to be able to do that. Let's say you want to move to wherever you go, like the certification comes with you. So you're able to do that wherever you go. And that's important because when you can get paid to do it, you could do it more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's one of the only ways you could do it more. Because, you know what I'm saying? If you turn into a business, you can do it fully. And I just want to normalize that. Like normalize it being a work as much as other sports have, basketball, as other sports, make it a financial thing for them too. And that's important to us to just make that in the sport of Double Dutch.
Yeah.
So that's very important to us. So that's good. All right.
This was great. I had a ball.
Me too.
All right, y'all.
We
will see you guys
next
week. I think we're frozen. Okay. Yeah. We will see you guys next Wednesday.
Yes.
At 8 p.m. Mm-hmm. We are going live with another certified Double Dutch aerobics instructor.
Yes.
Another satisfied Double Dutch aerobics instructor. And
that's it, and that's all. And happy early Father's Day to someone who I know. It's Father's Day.
That is. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And I am a good father, so I shouldn't stop.
Hello. I would have. Hello, yeah.
You better celebrate me. That's what I'm saying.
I will. I am. I can't tell y'all what I got him, but I'm celebrating him, y'all.
No, we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys next week.
We'll see y'all later. Thank you.
Hasta luego. Bye.
Good night.
Good night. Oh, the kids? No.
No. We do them.
All right.
This gonna be a
I heard them coming down.
I know.
All right.
Good
See y'all later,
guys.
Thank you, Audrey.
It was fun.
Thank you.
That was fun.
A lot of fun. Y'all can come down.